What's up, guys? It's me, Alan. I'm back with another video, and I'm back with one more NASCAR Diecast review, at least in terms of the recent ones I picked up from NASCAR Diecast. Again, make sure to use code ANJJ for free shipping on orders of $20 or more at NASCAR Diecast. In this one, there was a couple of Erik Jones diecasts I could pick from, but I ended up picking this one. I might get the others later on. All depends. But this is Erik Jones' 2021 Petty's Garage Chevy for, obviously, Richard Petty Motorsports, now known as Petty GMS Racing. Let's go ahead. Let's get the diecast out of the box and get on with the review. Ugh. Can't speak. And here's the diecast out of the box. Obviously, as you can see right there, you've got the 50 years with the SCP sponsorship on there. And the 43 on this side looks farther inward than it should. This one looks better, to be honest. But with that said, again, here's the diecast out of the box. And for Erik Jones, it doesn't necessarily feel like there's a lot to say, but I will say this though, he did really good at Auto Club. He did. The dude qualified on the front row and was up near the front or at the front for a my head. But he was at the front or near the front for a large portion of the race. He did really freaking good. And like him qualifying on the front row with Cindric is something that I did not expect to see out of a Petty GMS car. Like Richard Petty Motorsports, the thing with them has been they've been a mid-pack team for what feels like for forever, at least in recent years. They haven't won, I don't think, since Aric Almirola was driving the car. And they've been through a few guys. Obviously, as unfortunate as Almirola's injury was several years ago, that's how we got led to seeing Bubba Wallace in a Cup car, and look where he's at now. And then, when Wallace left, they got Erik Jones to go into the car. And it kind of sucks how Jones was, I almost want to say, screwed over at Joe Gibbs Racing. Because, he got them a few wins, including a crown jewel win at the Southern 500. But I think part of the issue was funding for him, which is how can you not fund this guy? Erik Jones, he's a nice guy. He's posted, various, little videos on Twitter, of him reading children's books and all that stuff. He's a nice dude. How can you not fund this guy? And he's a pretty decent driver nonetheless. Again, he's won a few races in yes, it's Joe Gibbs Racing equipment, but still, he's done pretty well for himself in the lower series. I just don't understand how you can't fund this guy, because you should. I mean, why not? The dude's good. He can get your car home in one piece for the most part. I think he was probably going to have a top 10 or 15 last week in Vegas, if not for a tire going out and then him wrecking. Of course, ironic, I get in a way, how he wrecks. Once the caution gets thrown out, his car comes back up the racetrack because he's trying to get it collected and almost gets clobbered by Bubba Wallace, who diverts to the left and ends up hitting the tire barrier on the inside. Well, luckily, everybody was fine, but still, just one of those, life flashing before your eyes moments, I guess you could say. But yeah, for Erik Jones, what he was able to do at Fontana, that was huge. And I want to see more of that out of him and that team this year. I'm not expecting them to get a win, but if he can do what he did at Fontana more, if he can run up front, qualify near the front, just keep doing that, he's going to have a really good season. Do I think he'll point his way into the playoffs? Right now, my answer would probably be no, just because, one, it's so early in the season, and two, it seems like a lot of different teams are, running well. Again, Aric Almirola is literally the only guy to have 3 top 10s for the first 3 races. The only guy. I mean, Austin Cindric has come out, guns a blazing right out of the gate. Larson's already got a win. Bowman's got a win. Some of these other guys, looking at you, Denny Hamlin, aren't doing so hot right now. So there's a lot to figure out. And I think when we get about halfway through the regular season, that's where we're going to start to see where a lot of these guys are going to fall in line in terms of race performance, whatever. But that's the beauty of the next-gen car. You just never know, because unpredictability and parity seem to be the thing, to watch for this year so far. So with all that being said, please make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads. And once again, make sure to use code ANJJ for free shipping on orders of $20 or more at NASCAR Diecast. I will catch you all next time. Peace.